All right, folks, look. The video that you are about to see is ugly, and it absolutely demonstrates what may be the perfect encapsulation of what the Bible calls the spirit of Antichrist. This is undoubtedly spirit of Antichrist. Now, the person you are about to hear from, his name is Yuval Harari. I have spoken about him on multiple occasions. I have made videos about him for years. And what is scary about the video you are about to watch is the fact that this was a video that was made at a very specific moment in time. I will tell you when it was made after you watch the video, and I can tell you this right now, it might spook you a little bit. Now, I bring all of this up because we are here making this video and watching this video undoubtedly on the heels of the World Economic Forum's Davos meetings. And this guy is somebody who spearheads so much of what is being driven by Klaus Schwab. Folks, this is demonic, and if you want a biblical example of what spirit of Antichrist looks like, you're going to watch it right now. Let's roll the tape.
That the next big projects of humankind will be to overcome old age and death, to find the keys, the secret to happiness, and to basically upgrade humans into gods.
I want to say this when he talks about basically upgrading humans into gods. He says the key is into finding happiness, and his representation here is we are doing this void of the God of his fathers, void of the God that created us. He is completely denying the God of his fathers, completely denying the very existence of God, only to make a declaration that we are going to find a way to become gods. Folks, this is the spirit of Antichrist. I'm going to rewind it just a little bit so you can kind of get some context, and we'll listen through it, but it's terrible, folks. It's terrible. Let's take a listen.
Basically upgrade humans into gods. This is why the title Homo Deus, God-man. And I don't mean it as a kind of literary metaphor. I mean it in the literal sense that for thousands of years, humans have imagined gods in a particular way. They ascribed particular abilities and qualities to gods. And we are here in a church, and the walls are full of these descriptions of what God can do.
Here in a church. I don't know who hosted this. Actually, I do know who hosted this. But I certainly hope that this is an empty church where there are no pastors who have control over it, because, boy, the judgment you're going to face, dude. This is unbelievable. Take a listen to what he says here, because it gets even scarier.
And we are now seriously in the business of acquiring these traditional divine abilities and qualities to ourselves. Whether it's trying to overcome death and gain immortality, or whether it's gaining the ability to create and design life according to our wishes. In the Bible, in the book of Genesis, basically the first thing God does is to create animals and plants and humans according to his wishes. We are now trying to gain this divine ability to ourselves. It's very likely that in the 21st century, the main product, the most important products of the human economy will no longer be just vehicles and textiles and food and weapons. The main products will be bodies and brains and minds. And in a way, we are even reaching beyond what ancient religions ascribed to the gods. Because the gods, like Jehovah in the Bible, they could create only organic beings. If you're a creationist and you look at the world, so all these animals, all these plants, God created them, and they are all organic. Now humans are trying to do better than that. We will not just gain the ability to create these organic beings that's been around for 4 billion years. We are in the process of learning how to create the first inorganic entities, inorganic beings, like artificial intelligence, that ever existed. So in this sense, it's a literal claim. that humans are trying to upgrade themselves into gods.
Wow. Let me tell you the fancy way of what he's actually saying, or the simplified way of what he's trying to say in a very fancy way. And that is, I will be like the Most High God. I will ascend. Folks, this right here is the spirit of Antichrist. This is the kind of evil that continues to show its ugly face as we are approaching the last day. And what we are watching here is mankind being used by the enemy to set up the environment necessary to approach the environment of Revelation 13. Beware. By the way, folks, when was this video made? It wasn't made in Davos at the World Economic Forum a few days ago. This video was made in 2016. 2016, folks. Think about that for a second. The spirit of Antichrist has been around for hundreds and thousands of years. And right now we are facing the culmination of it all. And we are going to be entering into a time that this world has never seen. Don't forget, Jesus is coming soon. Wake up. The signs are in front of us.